Alright, welcome back to Smokedown. I'm a little bit snuffly today, so if I start sneezing, I'm sorry. I apologise in advance. We're carrying on with this beet field we just bought. Just getting out of the field to dump into the next meadow in a heap. From there we'll sell it. But I'm also selling the compost off at the moment. I put the rest of the straw is almost all in the compost mass. There's a little bit still on the forage wagon. I'll get that in there as soon as we can. But I'm just going to carry on with this for about half an hour, which is about all I think my boys will take. It's been a funny few days with the weather and my allergies. Oh, my poor old soul. I'm not quite doped up to the eyeballs in different medicines, but it's not far short. But enough of my problems, let's get on with this. This is the important bit. I'm hoping that when I sell this beet off, we can make enough money to more than pay for the field and get a bit of profit out of it. And pay for the field and the rent of the harvester. And I just remember I should be running this a bit slower. That's why I've got cruise control set to 5. BP will have my guts for garters run this too quick. So I just put it on the cruise. Easy on my foot. I think we're 51. I've got this set to unload about 70%. It never empties up because this is a flaming big tank on this thing, and not a very big tank on the in the trailer. Not a lot of room in the trailer. But I thought I'd set this to about 70%. It should be enough to get up and down a couple of times. So even if the spout's the wrong side, when we get to 70, it should be enough room to, enough in there to allow me to get, finish the roll and turn around. Well, that's my thinking anyway. Just to remind, to refute what we're trying to do, we're trying to make £3 million as quickly as possible. Pay for the massive loan it took to get all the equipment we got. This is not part of the equipment, this is rented. I'm also using a rental mod because it's handy, and I enjoy driving this Homer. I've got it on standard steer, and I haven't got it on flexi steer or anything really wild, because there's enough room on this field now down the headlands to not to want the flexi steer. It's a lot handy when you're on a tight field. I'm certainly not going to try and use crab, because I have to remember to take crab steer off whenever you need to unload. And with my memory, as you all are all too well aware, my memory is not the best in the world. Well, I think we'll get to 70 on this next pass, so I think when we come back up again, work the wheel well. When we actually hit that, no, we won't. I'll have to go back to, I didn't go further out. Start the harvesting part of it, the digging part going before we actually hit it, so it's got time to spool up the speed. I wish I hadn't tried to say that at the moment. Spool up with the speed, that's a bit better. I'm still getting down from the high of releasing the 100th old ridge video. I'll make this actually on the same day as this one's released. I got a little bit behind what was being rather busy here, and health not being as good as it could be. There's nothing that wrong. Allergies, when they really hit bad, the only answer is to go and lie down for a little while. At least that's my excuse to the wife for not doing the washing up. Not so she believes me. Oh, we're up to now 71, so when we turn around this time, that will actually gravitate towards me, the tractor and trailer. I forget exactly how big this hopper is, but it's some tremendous tonnage, or literage I suppose in this case. I was trying to straighten this edge up a bit, but I think I'll put it right out of kilter again. And also I've got one bit over the side there, which should really be taken up. So we'll see how much we get when we get to the end of this field. I'm not certain whether I'm going to try and do some of this off screen. It's not terribly easy at the moment. I seem to have rather more on my plate than I want. Oh, hence if you watch the update video you'll know I'm cutting down very slightly on what I'm doing. And it will be cut down even more than 17 hours. I need time to actually play some of these games. I've got stuff on my hard drive I haven't even looked at it. Let alone try to play. No, will you get caught anywhere? It looks like the compost must be filling at the moment. Compost wagon. And he's emptying off. So as I'm manually doing the harvester, and I've got both the compost cell run and the dumping of the beet on course play. I really must go up and get some eggs out of the chickens and go and find out where we sell them. Just jump across to the BGA end of the wall just to empty the forage wagon right out. I'll wait until he comes back next time and do that. It should then have enough room to get the last 20,000 litres or however much it is of straw in there. And I left the placeable heat marker in the BGA, so I seem to be using it rather a lot. And talk the devil, that's the one on its way to the sell point. Looks rather good when they're doing that, at least I think so. I should put this on flexi steer actually, just see if we can figure out which one that is. Turn steering at the moment. Flexi steering, let's try that. Should mean it turns a bit sharp and I will keep missing this bit here. Just put it on the cruise. I think we might just miss some there, but again, I'm not going to worry, this is quite a big field. No, it's a very big field. And there's a lot of beet on there, and I thought, too good opportunity to miss. We can afford to buy the field. Why not? We should get more on our money's back. We should, I would have hoped, double the money on this. I'll find out when I come to sell the beet. I should most probably rent a wagon for that to get it up quickly. Grab what are the conveyors, I'm not certain how many I've got. I know I've got one at the BGA, so that's rather a faff to get it around there, and once it's in place I don't really want to move it. Remember last time I was emptying the compost master, I had problems at the end, and I hope I got it in the right place this time. If I haven't, I haven't. Oh, you can always buy another one of those. They're not bad stock to have, because you do use them quite a bit. Also, I want to get a square bale because I've got that increase the density of the square bale mod in here, and I haven't tried that out yet. It should add, I think, about 50% to the weight of the square bales, instead of being well, at 4,000 litres, about 6,000. Reason being is the author says you do get more in a square bale than a square big bale than you do in a round bale, so he's tried to put that right. I'm just going to take this little bit out here, it's beginning to annoy me. Let's clear all this up, that's better. I have to remember to go off cruise again. Forward pass with a back on cruise and drop the header in, and let's get around and onto this next roll. One thing you've noticed about this farm, you do travel quite long distances to get to anywhere, any of the sell points, which I'm fine with. I'm planning at the moment somewhere there on top of it, but this makes quite a pleasant change. You have long journeys between harvest and selling. You actually can make a full day of selling, as I have done when we sold the grain off. I'm not certain we've got any beet in stock anywhere. I think the beet is stored, if I'm not right, at the pig farm. If we need to make a full load up, except because it's the damned lorry coming in, there's not a lot of room at the pig farm, I might just leave it out of the way. Still like this, we're still waiting to see whether the Homer is on ep27. I would imagine so. I can't see him doing all that work to make this magnificent model and not use on 17. There's still a hell of a lot of stuff there's still to reveal. I think the equipment wise it's going to be a massive game. And I'm now really looking forward to it. I won't lie, I was a little bit disappointed when we weren't going to get such things as deformable terrain and such like, and seasons on there, but if I and the modders can do their best, I'm going to back up. What I don't want to do is go right through the hedge with this. It's on its way to empty me again, but it looks like it's going to empty me on the wrong side this time. And he's got himself caught somewhere. Let's have a look at it. Bet he's trying to go through the hedge. He has tried to go through the hedge. You can't get through there. Let's see if we can turn around. It's better. Jump out and run to get back in there again. One thing about doing large headlands, larger than I have, and probably another couple of laps around would not have been a bad thing. It makes it so. Oh, he's trying to go in front of me. I'll let him go. Makes it easier for course play to turn around. It does want an inordinate amount of space to turn at times. Oh, and other good news is that Thomas is working on, going to be working on ep27 course play. He reckons, depend on what differences are made to the files and all that he'll be looking for, could have a working version up by November, which won't be too bad. And I should hope that the guy who makes the auto combine is also going to be releasing a version for 17. It would be nice if the two would talk a bit better at times instead of both want to be in the same square millimetre of field. But I can live with that just for the ease of not having to do everything myself. On the boots with the course player cards, as you can have course player, of course, half course it is. If you could actually set it up to either take money out for the work it's doing, or just have it done for nothing. Oh, better let him go. We're right near the gateway now. Haven't got the mirrors set up right, which is a pity, but that. Yes, as I said, a bit about course plays. I either have it set to be paid for the workers, which I have on most of my maps, or you can have it done for free, and that is how I got it set for Old Ridge. The reason being that I haven't got workers on now, I've got partners in the business, and we take out, in theory, we take out money at the end of the financial year, depending on our profit and loss. We take a certain amount of money each week, but that's accounted for by the maintenance charge and all that, which frankly way too high in game, especially with the damage mod on. I hope that they find somewhere switching. If you've got damage mod, you can switch off maintenance charges. But I'm looking for perfection here. I think Decker also is going to be working on soil mod. I know FS17 has a form of soil mod, but it looks very simple, playing every third year, which actually is quite good. It makes a real reason for using the plough. But there doesn't seem to be any different types of fertiliser or what I see in herbicides at all. And moisture I still don't think is an issue, which it should be. But we will see what we will see. Well, I'm going to run another about 10 minutes on this. Oh, what I'm going to do is get this turnaround lined up on the field and just go over to the BGA. I have to remember that. I remember I was doing better on standard steer actually. Line this up. I'm going to put the brake on and I'm just going to jump across. And hopefully empty this ride out. I'll leave the wagon tractor parked up here because it's not in the way up here. See that working. Let's go on top right, or top will begin with diesel. May not fill it right up. I do like this universal kit. Now you see the holes actually between the tanker and the tank, which is rather nice. Oh, we've still got a little bit left in there. How much we've got left to do? Oh, we're getting well down on there. And actually finished compost, we'll soon be waiting around for this to finish off, I would say. Oh, he's going back to 7 again. Right, let's just... Oh, there he is. Talk the devil. What's this one? Just tabbing through, because I haven't got this on the switcher. Oops. I put it into reverse, which is the wrong thing to do. We haven't managed to do any damage to it yet, which must be some sort of miracle. And we'll see how much beet we've got so far. We should be getting about 200 odd pound a ton for it. So I suppose if we want 10 ton, would be 2,000. 100 ton would be 20,000. We want a couple of 100 ton, I would have thought. What I'm going to do with this field, as I said last time, I'm going to chuck all these down to maize, and we're going to have one massive silage year. Because I want to, it's my own fault, I want to just see how much I can get into those bunkers, into one of those bunkers. The one we've got stuff in is only just over 10%, I think it's 11 or 12% full. And a hell of a lot of produce went into that. If there's alfalfa on this map that's at the same density as on the old ridge, I'd put alfalfa down, and I'd only want a couple of fields and we'd have all 4 bunkers. So I was 2 shown, it's actually 4 bunkers there. They're double bedders. And I'm not actually going to empty those by hand for all those who hate course play. It will be a job for course play. I very rarely empty bunkers. It's a quick road to madness. I've done it on one map for a start off using a straightforward front loader tractor. And there was, I'm trying to think, about 100,000 litres in there. It takes a long time. Was it 3,000 litres a time? So, even if you hate course play, you're going to have to put up with it even more. Whoa, oh, we missed that gate. Well, we missed it with a header. In theory, if we get the header through, we should get the rest of it through. I think it back us a little bit. Sort of going at a nice scimitar shape now. So I just try and straighten this up again. How much we've got left? We're not going to finish it this. What I may do, if I get time, I'll finish this up off screen, but I wouldn't bet on it. Things have got a bit hectic. A little spot ain't the secret if you've seen the channel update. I'm actually, for Aldridge at the moment, I'm running 2 maps, one on screen, one off screen, just so they mate up again when I go back to Aldridge itself. And that takes up a massive amount of time. But hopefully, I think in a couple of 3 episodes time on that, I will be just back to Aldridge and I will let Watts Farm rest again. But it's been a handy little map to have for what I want to do. And Farmer Clint done a good job on it, I think. It's not finished yet, it's still listed as beta. And one thing that has got, which I haven't got on that, was dirt and mud. No thank you, not on that one, not on the equipment I'm using on it. I'd never get the damn stuff to the fields. Like we do a couple more ups and downs, and I think we might as well leave it here. I'm going to just turn this round. I will take a shot on the way back for the thumbprint. I'm going to miss it. This actually seems like it's unreached. It's unreached. Oh, I miss it. That's on. That's showing the next one. It must be. That is what we had it on, and that's what we want. It's showing that as turn steering. The next one will be turn steering. Up a bit of job for GPS mod actually, but I'm not gonna. Alright, I need to switch off that lot, switch that off. Let's see what's a good shot here. We've got one. No, the sky looks quite dramatic now, and I know we're missing the whole heap, but that isn't going to matter for the picture. The sky looks quite dramatic. Alright, so I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please leave a like. If you're not a subscriber and found this channel by accident and would like to see more, the best way to do it is to subscribe, and I will keep making videos. I was almost going to say pump out, but I don't pump out if I don't feel like making one. It doesn't get made. In fact, this is the first, except for the channel update video, I've done in about 3 days. I've got a bit behind, and I like to have a head of videos to go up. I'm dragging those feeling I had to make this one, or not have one up for today, which will be Sunday when you see this, or very late Saturday night. Anyway, that's not my rambling. If you've got any comments, queries, questions, bouquets, brickbacks, please leave them in the comments. Part of the YouTube, I try and read everyone, I try and answer everyone. And with that, it's me saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.